Riq Woolen is here with us. How are you, man?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. Team is rolling, 4 wins in a row. The defense just looks completely different. Looks like it's whatever was ailing it in the early parts of the season has been fixed. What's your feeling about this defense over the past 4 games?
Honestly, I think it's the same defense. I just think that we just went through the growing pains. We just went through trusting the process, and as we continue to go throughout the process, we gotta continue to trust it. It was everybody, first experience of playing in this defense, and for everybody first time seeing, us, the Seahawks' new defense, and those early games, it's still the same defense. And yeah, we got, a couple, new players and stuff like that, but it's always been that same mentality, and it's always been, those same little critiques we've been had to make, and now we fixing them.
Yeah, and is there any like one person, or I know it's never just one guy, but like, you had Ernest Jones come in here and it seems like he kind of shored things up. Was that kind of the point where it just started to click for you guys, Riq, when you got Ernest Jones in?
I just feel like he was just a key addition to the team, and he's a great player for our defense, and it's great having him for real. Just having him on our team, it just gave us a boost just because we already have great players, but when you can add another great player to your defense, then that's a great thing, So with him, it's been showing tremendous change in our defense, and we got to continue to grow.
How different was this defense? How tough was it to learn compared to what you were running before?
It got some of the same things a little bit, but at the same time, I know in this defense, I'm used more to my skill set. I'm more impressed, and I'm more able to play closer and tighter to receivers and stuff like that. It feels good, to be able to play in a scheme where, I can press guys and be able to, disrupt time and using my strengths.
Hey, Riq, you've got probably one of the toughest jobs there is on the football field. You're out there covering guys that are probably the best athletes in the world. Was there any game this year that you were particularly satisfied with, that you went against a really good receiver and played well?
I'm always satisfied. No matter who I play, everybody nameless and faceless. But at the same time, I really don't be shocked how I perform versus guys, because it should be the standard. It should be the usual thing. So other than that, I haven't really just had anybody that just was happy to go against, or just be like, I'm happy I just shut this guy down. But I just see it as this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is what I got to do to help the team.
Hey, what's the mood been like? This team's obviously found a different gear at the right time. We're pushing toward the end of the season and a playoff run with 4 games left, and coach has talked about each of these being kind of a playoff game. Is there a different intensity as we're winding down to just a precious few games left before the postseason?
Oh yeah, you already know, just because these are much needed games, and also if you look at these games, these are teams that's going to be in the playoffs. The Packers, the Vikings, and the Rams is a chance they might be in there. So you look at these different games that we've been playing and stuff like that. We're going against playoff caliber teams, and we all playoff caliber teams. So we need these games, and we just excited, But at the same time, we're keeping the main thing. The main thing, that's one game at a time.
What are you seeing from Green Bay, Riq, that stands out to you? They got Josh Jacobs, obviously, Jordan Love, some pretty good players, but what have you seen that stands out?
Honestly, just them. They're a great team. Their record shows it, but also, they're a good running team. That's what they want to come out and try to do first. And if they want to pass the ball, they got the players and receivers that are capable of making plays and stuff like that. So we just got to go out there and been playing like we do, stopping the run. Just got to, continue to grow each game.
Hey, going into a game like this where you're the only show in town, it's Sunday Night Football. You'll have the whole football community watching you around the country. Is there a different vibe to that for you, or does it just feel like every other game?
A little bit, but at the same time, it's like every other game. I just feel like just football around this time in general, no matter if it's Sunday night or a regular game, everybody's going to watch, because ain't no more football alone. High school football is pretty much over with. College is wrapping up. Those guys are even on a break right now, or they practicing getting ready for their bowl games, which ain't until a couple of weeks. So this moment right here is what I looked forward to as a kid, just because this is the best time to play ball. Everybody in the world watching. When these games count, and the temperatures are starting to rise a little bit, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you mentioned that that when you were a little kid, Riq, at what point were you watching football going, oh man, I got to be a professional football player?
I mean, I've been watching football my whole life for real. And, I always wanted to be a professional. Something. I was an athlete. I mean, I played all the other sports as well. I just always had a dream of doing something that I can pursue, and it would be something that I loved. And shoot, football is just one of the things that I got a chance to be able to be blessed enough to, continue my career beyond high school and then beyond college as well. So, it's just a great feeling to be here because I know looking at the kid I was back in the day, I'll be proud of myself. And, all the kids that come from where I'm from that's watching me right now and do the stuff I do, it gives them hope and it puts a smile on their face as well.
So did you grow up a Cowboy fan?
Nah, I never had a favorite team. I just had a favorite player. My family, the Cowboys fans, of course, come from Texas and the DFW area. But I always had, favorite players coming up, like Julio Jones, Richard Sherman, guys like that. I like the Megatron coming up, different guys like that. Just because as a kid, I really didn't care much about the teams. You just look at players for real and the kind of impact they made.
Hey, you're pretty physical, Riq, out there at the corner, and that's something that you've been, called on to do, and you have to do in the NFL, and you're good at it. Was that something that you took pride in, coming into the NFL, that you're a physical player out on the edge?
Oh yeah, no, I try to a little bit, and it's something that I've been working on throughout my career in the NFL. It's a pretty physical league, so. Hearing that from you, I appreciate it a little bit. I appreciate it for real. So, thank you. But, it's something I've been working on and something that'll continue to grow, as my experience continues to grow.
Another guy that's back there with you that's not as big as you, but he's very physical, is Devon Witherspoon. Give us your thoughts on playing with a guy like that who's as physical as he is, but he's a lot smaller than you are. What do you like about his game?
So honestly, it's just a lot of fun playing with him because, he can play inside and outside, and it's a great chance to make more plays, and him being on our defense, he's a force multiplier, like Coach Mike says. So just having him on our defense is crazy because the energy he brings, it's rare to find a player like him. You can look at other teams and they got nickels and guys of his size, or they got corners of guys of his size, and they're not bringing an impact like he does. So. Having him as a teammate is a great thing, and being able to play alongside of him is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like he just nonstop is talking on the field. What about you, Riq? Do you talk while you're out there?
I talk a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty chill out there. A lot of players in the league, they know who I am, or they just be pretty chill. We just talk out there sometimes. Nothing like crazy, but just like chop it up or a joke or something. But the most guys, they really don't talk trash to me for real, unless I don't know. But I don't really talk trash to guys unless they talk trash to me. So I feel like that's probably one of the things as well.
Does that get, if somebody does talk trash to you, does that get you fired up, or are you it doesn't really have an impact?
I mean, a little bit. Sometimes I just laugh it off. I mean, I really don't care. I just like to play ball. You can talk all you want, So I feel like some guys, they like when you talk back to them because it fuels their game a little bit. So, I mean, I just stick to myself and stay to Riq Woolen.
You hear some pretty funny things out there, though, right, Riq?
Oh, yeah, of course, it be guys out there cracking jokes or saying little things, but at the same time, it's a kid's game, so that's what it goes down to, and we just out here having fun as a grown man, and then we just get paid to do it.
Yeah, it's a nice life, man. It's a nice life.
Oh, yeah, so, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, A lot of people can't be able to live this life, and that's why it's only a rare amount, but at the same time, it's a blessing for real.
Well, Riq, it's been fun watching this team, especially the turnaround with the defense, the 4-game winning streak, and hopefully that streak continues Sunday night against the Green Bay Packers. We wish you nothing but the best as always. Thanks so much for the time, man.
Oh, yes, sir, and I appreciate you, and y'all have a great holidays and be safe, stay warm.